All right, good morning, y'all. Today we're going to do lab 3.4.13, which is installing peripherals. And in parentheses, it says USB devices. I'm going to go ahead and hit start lab and let it load up. It says you recently purchased a new mouse, digital video camera, and scanner. Oh, I got some schmutz on my screen. Um, you need to connect them to your computer, but it doesn't have enough USB ports. You need to install a USB hub to provide enough connections for these devices. Complete the following tasks. Okay. It says step one: connect the mouse to the computer. Um, Now, a mouse is an input device, and I know it's on the shelf. I'm just going to double check my workspace to see if there is a mouse anywhere, but there is not. I see a desktop, a camcorder, which is kind of old, um, a scanner, which is like a printer scanner, a surge protector, some wall outlets, a monitor. Oh, go back to my PC. A monitor which I accidentally clicked to view Windows 10, a keyboard, and a printer, an inkjet printer. So we're gonna find the mouse in our shelf. Okay, I'm just gonna drag it over, add it to the workspace, go to the back, and I think the mouse is actually over here, far on the right. We have it right here in selected component. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in and go back over to the left. And I'm going to find a USB port, um, which is right here. I'm just going to go over some of these ports. We have USB up here as well. We have a video connector, which is most likely DVI, VGA, which is also a video connector. We have a PS2 port, which is older. It's for keyboards and mice, but you have to have that specific connector. And we don't really have those anymore. We have a serial port, or no, this is a parallel port, and I believe it's used for printing mostly. We have our Ethernet connection right here, which is responsible for your internet, unless you have a wireless card somewhere in there. And then we have some audio outputs, SPDIF, and one of these. So like this is like surround sound. So I think this green one is basic left and right, and this black one is bass, like a subwoofer. But let's get let's get back to the test at hand. Um, so we have the mouse selected down here. If you don't, you can just go find it on the workspace. I'm gonna zoom back in just a little bit. I know mine is all the way to the right, and you can just click on it. See, if I click on the printer, it pulls that up right there. And then if I click on the mouse, it pulls up the mouse and its connector. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go find that USB slot and park it in there. All right. USB slots, you can tell if you've ever had a USB, which I have one. You might hear me pull it out. Yes. It's perfectly rectangular with one side is kind of like filled in with a like a stick, and the other side is empty. All right, so that is step one done. Now it says add the USB hub to the workspace and then connect it to the computer. So we have this USB hub. We have cables, hard drives, and hubs. So obviously the hub would be in the hub section. And that spawned all the way over here. I'm just going to drag that over for my ease. Let's do it right there. Um, so we've clicked on the hub, and there are no cables in the selected components section. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to zoom into it, and we're probably going to have to use some external cables. We'll go to the back of the device, which is this little box right here with 4 USB slots, and we can see a connector. A lot of y'all might not have seen this connector before, but let's go ahead and open up our cable section because that's what we need. Um, this one has a USB mini B, and this one is a USB B cable. So I'm gonna look those up. USB mini B. And if you look at it, look at the pictures of it, we can see that this shape matches perfectly with this thing. So this one was the mini B, USB mini B. We're just gonna go ahead and plug that in. Now, as far as connecting things goes, uh, everything is made purposefully to where you cannot plug something into where it does not belong. Um, Everything fits like Legos, pretty much. Okay. Now it says connect the scanner to the USB hub. Scanner to the USB hub. So we have the scanner right here. We can click on whatever we want to look for and find its name down here. So we have the scanner. There's no cables attached to it, like internally. So we're gonna go to the back and see, oh, there is a port, just like with the hub. We have this USB Type B connector. Let's go ahead and look that up. USB Type B connector. And we see that it is this big, it's shaped like a barn. And we can actually see an example of the female port here. Yep, and it's got that shape, that barn shape. Okay, and we see here, I'll zoom in extra big for y'all. It's got that barn shape right there. So this is what we want. It's this USB A and B cable. We're going to take this Type B end, because remember the Type A end is the perfectly rectangular one. We're just going to plug that in. And then we're going to take this unconnected side and plug that into the hub. What a hub is basically just extra plugs, extra USB slots for your computers. Okay, we're gonna go to the front of the hub, and thank goodness I have these two devices next to each other because I'm going to go to the partial connections again of this scanner. I might as well flip it back over. And then I'm going to take the unconnected Type A side and plug it into the USB hub. Okay. That is step 2 done, or step 3 done. Now it says connect the video camera to the USB hub. So the camera does not have any cables connected to it. So we're going to have to find a port that fits one of these two cables. Okay. And if we zoom in here, and if you're having trouble, like you're confused, just try zooming in and looking around. All right, it zooms in for us even more. We have 5 ports. I know that this is either a charger or an audio signal. And I know for sure this yellow and red ports are audio signals. It says microphone, and then the yellow one has a symbol of headphones right there. The micro USB or the USB mini B is right here. And it's hard to see this one, but I know this symbol where it's like a little digital tree, cactus looking thing. That typically means like general data transfer. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to this USB cable A to 5-pin mini. Take the mini B side. Oh, oopsie. Take the mini B side and put it in that port. I'm gonna zoom out, and I am actually going to. Um, I'm still on the selected component of the camcorder, like what we plugged into the camcorder. We're going to put the Type A connector into the hub, and that is step 4. And I should be good to score. That's 100%. Thank you very much.